Recessed at this afternoon. It's being continued as a recessed meeting and reinstated.
You finally got you on.
You didn't have me on. This is a continuation of a meeting from this afternoon. It was recessed at approximately 2:15 this afternoon. We are now reconvening the meeting and carry on as a finished meeting. I need a motion and a second to reconvene the meeting.
So move.
All in favor by aye? Aye. Opposed? We are reconvened. I'll turn it over to Ms. Taylor.
Thank you. Welcome, West Memphis Blue Devils. We're so glad to have you here today to honor you. So if you will come up on the stage and join us, the team and manager and coaches. If all of you will come up, just stand behind the council here in front of the flags. If you'll walk, just kind of meet in the center.
Roads up front.
Whereas the legislative and executive branches of the city of West Memphis congratulate the West Memphis Blue Devil basketball team under the leadership of Principal Gary Jackson, Superintendent John Collins, and whereas the Blue Devil basketball team with head coach Marcus Brown has done an outstanding job during this season. Coach Brown, in his first year as coach of the team, has been named to the Arkansas High School Coaches Association All-Star Coaching Staff. And whereas the Blue Devil basketball team has a record of 28-4, they have had the most wins in one season since 2003-2004 season, 6A/5A3 conference champions, and the first conference championship team at West Memphis High School since 2004-2005. And whereas the Blue Devil basketball team players have been victorious individually, such as Chris Moore was named Sophomore of the Year in Arkansas by the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, led the team in scoring with 15.1 points and 7.3 rebounds per game, was named to the All-Tournament team in the Class 6A state tournament, All-State this season, All-Conference team, and First Team All-6A. And whereas the Blue Devil basketball team players named Sydney Stinson was named to the All-Tournament team in the Class 6A state tournament, Curtis Washington and Zach Bird made All-State, All-Conference, and First Team All-6A, and C.J. Prackett made the All-Conference team. And whereas the Blue Devil basketball team player Zach Bird was named to the Arkansas High School Coaches Association All-Star Game, and whereas the West Memphis Blue Devils basketball team members to be congratulated are Cameron Fuquay, Chris Moore, Curtis Washington, Nick Brown, Zach Bird, C.J. Prackett, Kelsey Hubbard, Kenny Phillips, Kaven Page, Jamal Macklin, Sydney Stinson, Mark Robinson, Corliss Brewer. The managers are Jakind Bradford, Greg Mosley, and Sharvis Williams. The assistant coaches are Alvin Hawkins, Curtis Washington Sr., and Anthony Monty, with special assistant Skylar Bonds. Now, therefore, I, and me speaking on behalf of William H. Johnson, Mayor of the City of West Memphis, Arkansas, do hereby proclaim Thursday, May the 3rd, 2018 as the West Memphis Blue Devil Basketball Team Day, and urge all the citizens of West Memphis to give special recognition to this great team on this special day. We have a copy of the proclamation for each of you and a little gift from the city. So as I call your name, if you'll step forward and one of the Counselors or elected officials will step forward and present it to you. So Cameron Fuquay, is he here today? Not here? Okay, so we'll let y'all get that to him. Chris Moore. Nick Brown. Zach Bird.
Congratulations on individual efforts, but truly respect from the other team of West Memphis City. You gentlemen did a great job. Thank you.
CJ Prackett.
Congratulations. Thank you. Great job. Good luck in the future.
Kelsey Hubbard. Kenny Phillips.
Hi Kenny, how are you? Congratulations, and don't break an egg.
Caven Page. Jamal Macklin. Curtis Washington, I believe, is playing baseball tournament this afternoon, so we'll get his to him. Sydney Stinson. Mark Robinson. Corliss Brewer. Manager Jacan Bradford. Okay, he's not here either today, all right. Manager Greg Mosley. He's not here either, okay. Charvis Williams is not here, okay. Assistant Coach Alvin Hawkins.
Congratulations, you're doing it all day. People.
Thank you. Good job, Coach. Thank you.
And Assistant Coach Curtis Washington Sr. is also at the baseball game. Assistant Coach Anthony Monty. Step towards the center.
Go ahead.
And Special Assistant Skylar Bonds. And Coach Marcus Brown.
Let me tell a short story on Marcus while we're at it. No, this is a good one, Marcus. Where's your mother, by the way?
She couldn't make it. She couldn't make it. My wife is en route.
I think she's here. I think I saw her come in.
Okay. There's Carter. There's Brooklyn.
About 4 years ago, we were here in the office in the conference room next door. We had a group from Tel Aviv, Israel, and that's a long way from here. I don't know how you get there, but it's a long way from Tel Aviv, Israel. And there were some very distinguished gentlemen. They were obviously extremely wealthy, very, very rich people. And we kept trying to make contact with them to try to mutual something to talk about. And the president of the company stood up there and said, you know, I know somebody from West Memphis. And I said, well, who in the world do you from Tel Aviv, Israel know in West Memphis? He said, I know Marcus Brown. And it turned out he did know Marcus Brown, and he had seen Marcus play ball a lot of times. And he came on, and when I found out the connection, I called Marcus and asked him if he'd come have breakfast with me the next morning, and he did. So this young man has reached a long way across this country to Tel Aviv, Israel, and he's that kind of an ambassador for us.
To make a couple of comments, but before he does that, I'd like to ask Coach Bray to step forward.
Absolutely.
Mayor Johnson, the City Council, we really appreciate you all inviting us here today. This is a special occasion. These things are hard to come about. I'd like to commend the players also, who made this possible. You put in a lot of work and it pays off. A lot of dedication, hard work, it pays off at the end. And first here I have an award here as Outstanding Coach of the 5A, 6A East Conference. Boys basketball go to Coach Marcus Brown. Here's another one. It's kind of tough to go because at the beginning of the season, everyone has the same thing in mind. Everyone wants to win this and win state. So it's the little extra things you decide to do in order to get this. And again, a lot of work, a lot of hours put in to get this. And I'm real proud of these young men that's up here today and also the coaches that have achieved this. And this goes to, I guess I'll love you, but I'm going to keep it. This is the conference championship for basketball.
Brown, just help yourself.
Thank you all. That's it for me.
And for the record, Coach Bray coached my boy 40 years ago. He's a young fella.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity. Without these young men and my support of my family, my mom, none of this would be possible. I also would like to thank my coaching staff. I couldn't ask for four most loyal men to make this thing happen and allow me to do my job more effective. I also would like to thank the parents for entrusting us with your kids. My staff, I assure you, will always do right by your kid. This is the kind of program that we have inherited from Coach Bray and Coach Twig. And the standard has been set really high, so we're going to continue that. Lastly, I want to thank my players. Without them, I love them all. I'm not going to cry, but I mean, these kids have given us so much, and I appreciate them each and every day. And I love them, and I'm proud of them. I think,
It's back to you, Mayor.
yeah. Do my captains want to say anything? Do any of my seniors? No? All right. I'm not going to put them on the spot. But Kelsey, you want? Kelsey usually is the one that leads us, and he and Bird lead us in the most prayer. So, but Kelsey, go ahead.
Now, I just want to say that playing with these guys became more than just team. We became more like a family. And like, other than that, on and off the court, even though we had our arguments, they just made us come closer together, stand by each other, head each other back. And I'm not missing for sure. I don't want to cry because I don't.
Yeah, I can't say. I mean, we have senior night coming up, and my 7 seniors. I got to save that I got to reserve that time for them because that night is special for them. But all these young men have sacrificed and given for this program, and we thank them so much from the bottom of our hearts. And Coach Bray, thank you, and Mr. Collins, thank you for signing off on it and trusting me with this program. So the city of West Memphis, I think sports is about the only venue where you can unite a whole city and bring it back and bring that livelihood back. And we're on the right track. So the bar has been set high. My juniors and sophomores are gonna be working tirelessly to keep this standard. And we're gonna try to bring that thing home next year. You will.
Any other business?
together?
Mayor, could we get the team photo and have the guards step forward and the big guys in the back?
Do you want to adjourn?
Okay, I need to adjourn the meeting first. We'll be meeting for a week. Could I have a motion in a second?
So moved. So moved.
All in favor, by aye? Opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank y'all for having me.
Freshmen, I did a lot.